I'm back with Pokemon China's most profitable side quest release, Collect 151. This time I'll be opening Collect 151 Surprise, which is the third of 4 releases that we're going to see throughout 2025. Other than the main card list being the same as Collect 151 Journey and Hope, we of course have a new Pikachu exclusive art rare highlighting Gengar in the back, who's likely going to jump scare Pikachu. Unfortunately, this card is stupidly expensive shortly after the release of Collect 151 Surprise, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't stay this way. The real surprise though is the addition of these 2 special art rares, the Bubble Mew and the Messy Alakazam. Remember that we didn't have any SARs at all in the previous 2 Collect 151 releases. Another perk of Collect 151 Surprise is that you have a higher chance of pulling Master Ball Reverse Hollows of specific Pokemon types, and that would be Psychic, Grass, and Dark types. And as with any simplified Chinese Pokemon Collect 151 series, there are both Slim and Jumbo packs for Surprise. If you're unfamiliar with the Collect 151 series and want to learn more about it in depth, I definitely suggest checking out my very first Collect 151 video before watching this one. Surprise! I'm back with another simplified Chinese Pokemon opening. Literally every Gen 1 Gremlin's favorite set, Collect 151. But this time, surprise. I know I haven't done Hope yet. I'll get to that. I've been busy in real life. But this just released. This is, of course, the more interesting one for obvious reasons. We're going to get straight into it. I'll only be opening the Slim box in this video. Unfortunately, the Jumbo packs boxes are just impossible to get right now. The demand for this is absolutely insane versus Journey and Hope, the 2 other Collect 151 releases. So I'll try to open that at another time, but just for the sake of trying my luck at getting the exclusive Pikachu art rare with the Gengar, we're just going to go straight into it. I have to say though, just to admire the box art before just throwing this, to the side. Beautiful box art. This is probably my favorite so far. I like how symmetrical it is. Pikachu just looks absolutely terrified. But yeah, props to the artist who's been making all the artwork for every single Collect 151 box and packaging. But yeah, so there's 15 packs, of course, in the Slim pack boxes, 5 cards per pack. The Jumbo will have 6 packs, 20 cards per pack, but we'll get that another time. Just want to at least try my luck. Again, the set is going to be pretty much the same as the other 2, Journey and Hope, just with a different art rare, the Gengar and Pikachu. It's really just a Pikachu, just Gengar in the background. And of course, we have our additional SAR, so the Bubble Mew and also the Alakazam. And of course, they're both Psychic type, just like Gengar, at least in the TCG. In reality, it's a Ghost type and Poison type. But because of course you see it's purple, they kind of put it by type. So the Zapdos SAR will be in the final Collect 151 set Gathering. It's going to feature more so the electric typing. But with that being said too, this set will apparently give you a higher chance of pulling Master Balls of the Psychic type, and I think Grass type as well, if I'm not mistaken. But it was like that too with Hope. I'll get into that when I do the opening as well. With the Master Ball Reverse Hollows, you have a higher chance of pulling Water and Dragon types in Hope. Journey is just equal amongst all the types. But as you can see, it's the same exact cards. It kind of takes away the excitement of Collect 151 as a whole, just by changing the art rare, the exclusive art rare. But at least this one's a little bit more interesting because you can possibly also pull some special art rares. Now, if you're wondering where the Charizard, the Blastoise, the Venusaur, the big 3 special art rares, because we saw that in the original 151 in English and Japanese. Those are going to be in collection boxes, so I'll feature that on my channel shortly too. But again, you only have a small chance of getting them. They're not guaranteed, just like pulling them in a set. But they're just going to be in special booster packs called Departure Booster Packs. But that's separate from this video. We're just going to focus on Collect 151 Surprise. So hence why I started the intro as I did. Surprisingly interesting because we have a chance of pulling some cool special art rares. I thought it was just going to be the same throughout all 4 releases. We have Alakazam EX. The hollow foil is a little bit dull there, not as sparkly as usual Japanese print. Then again, there's usually some sort of quality difference between Slim and Jumbo, although I am noticing nowadays that they're kind of becoming a bit more unified, a bit more similar to each other. Also too, I'm surprised that the purple of the pack is not like holographic or reflective. It's actually just flat. Very interesting. I do like that about the Slim packs. They have like the color coordination versus the Jumbo packs. They are just black tips. But yeah, so you just have your usual 151 cards. You do have a chance of pulling Master Balls, etc. But it's not guaranteed. You can also pull full arts in a box, but also not guaranteed. So you know, just like what I say about Korean Pokemon booster boxes, the secret rare is not guaranteed, the baby shiny is not guaranteed. Yes, there's baby shinies in this set, weirdly enough. It's not like 151 entirely that we know from English and Japanese. It's just, yeah, they put their own unique reverse hollows too. So very different from the reverse hollow Pokeball reverse hollows that we saw in the original 151. But again, I love this for the pack art, the box art, however you want to, you know, pick to collect, because I think honestly it'll make a nice display item more so than just opening. Oftentimes you'll just feel a little bit robbed. I'll be honest, when you open these sets, because the chances of pulling the exclusive art rare or even a full art, sometimes you'll be happy just even pulling a full art. That's how bad it can be sometimes. Obviously the jumbo pack boxes have better pull rates as a whole versus the slim pack boxes, but the slim pack boxes are definitely cheaper, easier to find, and I like the coloring a bit better with the slim pack boxes, just as a personal preference. And we have Hypno, so honestly we do have a higher chance of pulling a Hypno Master Ball reverse hollow. Even the Gengar Master Ball reverse hollow, that'd be pretty fitting to pull in this video since it is featuring Gengar. Or even Ghastly, Ekans there too, and Parasect. But yeah, I'll try my best to open jumbo of this. I know I tried to put it in one video, but the times are the times right now. Unfortunately, the Pikachu art rare, the exclusive with the Gengar literally gonna, you know, jump scare Pikachu, is going for almost 3K. It's really stupid right now. I don't understand where that came from in general. But we have here shiny Vileplume. Before I talk too much, this is very nice. I like the baby shinies. Very nice addition. Of course, just your Gen 1 baby shinies. You're not gonna have Paldean baby shinies in this. Interestingly enough though, for some reason we have baby shiny Charmander, but no baby shiny Charmeleon. I do not know why. Or the shiny Charizard. It's very strange. Of course, no card trick. I've learned that the hard way before. But yeah, let's try our luck, see what we can get. We have Flareon. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. Even with 2 boxes, you can still pull nothing, but I tried. This is our journey together. Haha. I can only have so much hope to pull the exclusive art rare, but if I do, it'll be quite the surprise. Haha. So it's just interesting choices of names for these sets, honestly. All right, we have Victory Bell Pokeball reverse hollow. I'm down to my 3 packs after just babbling about what's going on in mainland China. The unfortunate reality too with Collect 151 is that Pokemon China, you know, of course these are printed in Japan, and Pokemon in Japan can only print so much. Pokemon China also has a, you know, huge population, a lot of people there, so they're just gonna fly through these. There will be reprints, but it's not forever. By the time they're moved on to the next Collect 151 set, that's it. They just stopped the previous one, so these are only out for a limited time. So it's really up to you if you want to mass open these, if you can get, you know, many boxes, or just to keep them sealed and have them for display. Because as you can see, the pull rates are kind of meh, especially with the slim pack booster boxes. They're definitely a bit more fun with jumbo pack boxes. Because also too, with those, you can pull more than one secret rare if you don't know that already. I've had, sorry, no card trick. I've had times where I've pulled maybe like 2, 3, even 4 secret rares. Technically, if you're lucky enough, you could pull a secret rare in every single pack for jumbo, not slim. That's just, the chances are way too slim there. All right, so that's box number 1. As you can see, I don't think we just pulled 1 baby shiny. That's how little the pull rates can be. So that's just the unfortunate reality. Hopefully my luck is a bit better. You know, opening Pokemon boxes is already, you know, a form of gambling, like glorified gambling, but this set just makes it feel even more like it's like the most gambling type set, I guess you could say, because the main set, the main card list, it's the same as 3 other sets technically once they've all released. The only thing that you're really chasing after is that exclusive card. So it just feels like an infinite money glitch for Pokemon. They're just laughing right now at all of us trying to scramble for this freaking art rare that feels impossible to pull. Not impossible, I have pulled the Pikachu art rare from the first release twice, but it did take a few boxes to get to that. It's not like I just got it on my first box. That's not being realistic. But at the same time here, it's also, I like to open boxes for you guys too on camera to really show you guys how the pull rates really are. You know, this is just how it is. Honestly, I feel like Pokemon China could have executed this a little bit more interestingly. Like they could have at least put some of the art rares that we've seen from original 151 not just make the only art rare the Pikachu art rare. It would have made this maybe less painful. Also, those regular art rares will also be in those departure booster packs in those boxes. It shows the big three, and then I think Gardevoir as well. So interesting how Pokemon China have organized this. They've really, you know, done their own thing. Their marketing is absolutely out of this world, both, you know, for good and for kind of bad, I guess. Collect 151 isn't really the best executed in my opinion, but it is what it is. It's its own animal. And I get to in the beginning when Journey first came out, like towards the beginning of the year, a lot of people thought that all 4 art rares were just going to be in one set, but obviously not. That was a good way to split it apart, but I feel like that shouldn't be just the only chase card. And of course in this set we have Bubble Mew and also Alakazam, but it still feels like not enough. That's just my opinion. Where this set will go in the future, I mean, if it's as limited as people make it out to be, which it does, you know, seem that way as well, you know, I don't see the previous sets as common, and, you know, now we're moved on to the third or second to last release of 151. This is probably going to be scarce later on. Not to mention, Pokemon's very popular in China right now. They have the craziest figures. It's not just cards that are popular there. Even food, snacks, it's everywhere right now. So you can imagine that this set's also being ripped to shreds out there by the massive population of mainland China. They're not just making cards for the rest of the world, it's also mainly for them. We're just lucky to even get scraps left over. Hence why jumbo pack boxes are so hard to find. And oh, I feel like this is like my first good pull in these 2 boxes. We got a Venusaur EX. So again, that's how scarce it is. Oh yeah, we also got Alakazam, so it's not too bad, but still. At least the Alakazam has a special art rare in the set. It would have been nice to at least have a bit more. It's interesting too, because even there's no trainers in this set. The trainers are just spread across the random other Scarlet and Violet sets and Simplified Chinese. That's a holo, yes, it's a Raichu. Okay. I'm not expecting too much from these last few packs, guys. If I pull the Pikachu, I won't be able to contain myself, but it is possible from both Slim and Jumbo. It's just your chances are very slim, haha. But yeah, I'll catch up too with Hope. Don't worry, I'll try to open a few more boxes. Surprisingly, Hope was a bit easier to get. You know, obviously it's just a copy and pasted version of Journey, just change the art rare. That's literally the only difference. So it's not as exciting to open, but I will still try for that Pikachu art rare. Why not? We have Rapidash, Kakuna. Hey, lovely artwork still from the 151 set. I wish they would make a 251. I would love to see that. I'm a big Gen 2 fan, and Gen 3 even. So, alright guys, we have 4 packs left. Okay, it's not too bad. Again, just it's best to keep your expectations low if you don't want to feel too depressed after opening this. That's just the reality of opening Collect 151. But hey, it's still fun to open it with you guys, have a little chat about what's going on over there in mainland China. But again, I'm guessing the reason why this Pikachu art rare exclusive is so pricey over there, it's so early on too, like this set just came out. Jesus Christ, guys, chill. But I believe that specific art rare is probably the most sought after out of the 4. That's just what I'm noticing. Correct me if I'm wrong. But oh, Ghastly, very nice reverse holo. And Gengar is very, very popular, obviously, even in mainland China. I can't tell you how many figures I've seen by Funism in mainland China of Gengar. I even have one, Gigantamax Gengar. They have plushies. Like, Gengar just is featured in nearly every like Pokemon figure or plush release. It doesn't get forgotten. It's in everyone's faces. So I'm not surprised that this is most likely the most sought after Pikachu exclusive. Okay, guys. Last pack. Can we do it? I'm not expecting it. If I did pull it, that would be absolutely crazy last pack magic. I have had that recently, so I probably used up my luck for the rest of the year. So Sandshrew and wow, not even a Master Ball, not even a full art, guys. These pull rates are brutal, so I will try to have a part 2 to this and open Jumbo. Again, it is what it is, but you can check out my web store, KrystalKollectz.com, if you want to get your own booster box of the set. Slim for now. I'll try to stock Jumbo in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.